It's been my privilege and my opportunity to share with you today, like all of my audiences. And again, I always think, how can I help this group be the best that they can be through my idea, through my products, or services. In this case, my service today to you is, my commitment to you today is to be your best cheerleader. I want to be your Miss Peacock, to tell you if there's any doubt in your mind that you can get to where you want to go, I want to erase it. I want you to leave here today and you are so revved up, I mean emotionally excited, passionate about at least one thing that you want from life. Maybe it's improved relationship with your family. Maybe for some of you, it may be to get on a health program. And Kevin, isn't that great? I mean, he not only has all these functions, he cares enough to do hours and hours of research to come up with the products before he ever brings them to your attention. I think it's phenomenal. So why would we even think about going outside of our own Gen family when Kevin's already done all the homework, all the research, spent probably millions on this health effort already done for you? So I encourage you, please, your health is something that should be right on the top of your list. I don't know what your major goals are, but I'm here today to tell you that if a little cotton picker from Northeast Louisiana used to dream big dreams while flipping through the Sears Roebuck catalog, every person in this room, it's out there for you. Go after it with a vengeance. You deserve it. I'm going to take just a minute and share with you. My dad had a ninth grade education, my mother a high school education, but they were two of the smartest people I knew. And I was honored and privileged to be one of three daughters that they had. One day, I got off the school bus in front of our house, and my mother was standing there. She was a beautiful woman, caring, passionate. I cannot tell you how many people ate at her table every Sunday. I remember before we even had telephones, she would always cook this banquet. That was her gift. On the farm, we raised our food. It was probably much healthier than anything that we eat now. But we had it all there. But her gift, her passion, was sharing her joy of cooking with her family and with her friends. But one day, I got off the school bus, and she was standing there with this beautiful gift wrap package. And we didn't get very many of those beautiful gift wrap packages on that farm because there was no extra money to do anything except maybe a birthday or something. But it wasn't my birthday, and it wasn't Christmas, it wasn't Easter. And she presented me with this beautiful gift wrapped package. I was so excited, I went tearing into that box. I pulled out a cotton sack. Now, probably no one in here knows what a cotton sack looks like, but it was that long sack that had a loop around it, and that was to put over your head. And then you drug that cotton sack behind you. And I'm telling you, I've always been competitive, but there was somebody, every time we went to the scales, beat me. He had always picked more cotton than I had. And I said, how do you do that every time? And I was just 13 years old. He said, well, Erlen, I've been doing it a long time, but here's what you do. Instead of going down one row at a time of cotton and picking the cotton from that row, you go down through the center of two rows, one over here and one over there. You keep your body moving forward, and you keep both hands busy. and you would develop a rhythm for picking this cotton. He got me excited about picking cotton. I knew this cotton sack was definitely mine that I found in this box. And you might guess I was disappointed. And my mother looked at me and she said, "Sweetheart, I know you thought there was going to be a store-bought dress in this package, didn't you?" And I said, "Yes, ma'am, I did." She said, "Earlene," just like this guy that taught me the two rows. "Earlene, you know how you love to get a new dress that I didn't make for you? You like to go to Monroe, which was 60 miles away, at least once a month, and get a new dress, wouldn't you?" I said, "Yes." "Earlene, this cotton sack will help you to do exactly that." Now, this is my mother. I mean, the best psychologist that I've ever known. She said, "Each time you fill this cotton sack full of cotton, you're going to earn so much money. By the end of the week, look at the money you're going to have." And you do that 2 weeks and 3 weeks. And at the end of the month, we will go to Monroe and you can select this brand new, beautiful dress, any one that you want, and you will have the money to pay for it. I said, "Well, I can do that." Using the system that this guy taught me, I picked a lot of cotton. One day I picked 247 pounds of cotton. Only 13 years old. At the end of the day, I could hardly straighten up my back. I mean, it just killed me. My fingers bled to the cuticle because my dad was a perfectionist. He would never allow us to pull the cotton pull the bowl. We had to pick the cotton from the bowl. And it took a long time to make a bale of cotton. But I did it. And I realized the sooner I helped them gather their crop, I had the opportunity to go to other farms. And that money was even better because they paid me more. They paid me 5 cents a pound. That day that I picked 247 pounds of cotton, Cheryl, that day I could hardly straighten up. And my dad, with a great big old smile on his face, he said, "Sweetheart, that was good. But if you've done it once, you can do it again." I became a professional at picking cotton. But through that, they taught me the integrity. If you want something, be willing to work for it.